Welcome back, YouTube. My name is Nigel Schroeder. I'm here to bring you guys finance information daily. So, with that being said, I wanted to bring something to you guys' attention and kind of hopefully this will help you all moving forward. And that is taking advantage of your relationships with banks in order to get funding to either consolidate debt or to build up a business or whatever it is that you're needing to do with those funds. So one of those things that I think is very largely overlooked when we're talking about you know credit, and when we're talking about coming up with large amounts of money from credit is, yes, it's about your income, yes, it's about your credit score, but it's also about how you manage and maintain your trade lines and your banking, and how that bank trusts you with money and sees you managing your money. So, with that being said, yes, you want to keep a certain amount of money in your bank account. You don't always have to keep money in your bank account, but the moral of the story is you don't ever want your account to be negative. So you want to try to make sure that you at least have enough in that account to cover anything that could be popping up that would be derogatory, or could potentially send your account into the negative, because that's going to make you look super risky to banks. That's almost like an internal collection by your account being overdraft, is how the bank's going to look at it. And it's going to be very, very poor and a very hard hit on your internal score if you're dealing with banks that use internal scoring. And most credit unions and a lot of the big banks are also using this same internal scoring manner. Making sure that you have your direct deposit set to the bank that you want to get most of your funding from. This is another one. A lot of banks aren't going in depth to verify your income, which can be good and can be bad. However, since they're not going in depth, a lot of them prefer that your income is already coming to them so that they can verify it. Remember, they want to lend to you just as much as you want to get that money, because they are making money by lending to you. However, they also have to make reasonable limits and set reasonable limitations in order to allow both themselves to make money as well as for you to make money. They also have the thought process that you're not going to be getting yourself only into bad debt, and that you're going to be getting into debt also that's going to allow you to in turn grow and build and make money. So that's another thing. Some banks will allow you to go a little bit further in the hole than other banks. They will allow you to go over into more money than you actually are making. And some of these lending practices are, against the regulations on lending. However, there are banks that will do it. Just because you can get the money doesn't always mean that you should go for it. But how are we going to get this money? So, like I said, you want to have your direct deposit. You want to keep a little bit of money in your account as a buffer to make sure you're not overdrafting your account. You want to make sure that you're opening up trade lines and opening up different accounts internally within that bank, and showing them that you can manage your money, show them that you can make the payment, show them that you are capable of, paying down your debts, paying off your debts on time, and allowing them to reasonably consider using their lending power to benefit you, and in turn hoping that it's going to benefit them, because they put the largest risk on the table by giving you this lump sum of money, especially for loans without collateral. Another way to typically get more money out of a bank is to provide some type of collateral. If you have some type of asset that you can provide as collateral, rather that asset be land, rather that asset be a home, a car, whatever it is. Typically, cars and homes will allow you to get the most. Cars, homes, and education. Those are going to be the three things that they're going to overlend to you on the majority of the time, because they feel like you need your car for transportation, you need shelter, and most people are in the mind state that they need a formal education. So, by going to college, you usually can get low interest loans that are going to be offered to you with little of anything. They might not ask you for your interest for your income to get a loan at a college. They may not run a hard inquiry on your credit. You may get a soft pull. If they do run a hard inquiry, they may give you some type of mega loan. They're going to give you lower interest rates. So those are other things and other ways to kind of take advantage of that system of getting higher loans and getting more working capital, is using collateral and leveraging that collateral. So think outside of the box. Think about the different things that a bank wants to see. As well as, having, excuse me, having multiple times throughout the month that money is deposited into your account. Even if you just pull money out of your account and go back to the bank and redeposit it, a lot of the times that will show as having more income coming in. It'll trigger the bank system that, hey, this person came in and they deposited $100 or they deposited $300 or something to that nature. Okay, maybe this person has a side hustle. Then that may allow you to, take that and use it and apply for, business credit as a sole prop, or something to that nature, because you're kind of showing in a weird way that you're bringing in income. You have to think to beat the bank system and think outside of the box anytime when you're working with these banks and getting loans. As well as it's best to have a team, have your banker on your side, have, other financial advisors and people that you work with within that financial realm who can help you building up your profile and help you with putting the things in place that the bank wants to see in order for you to get approved for the loans that you want to get approved for. So with that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, we love you guys and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.